Schopenhauer points out that this pessimistic outlook creates an opportunity for compassion. This is the secret. Compassion is the ability to summon up sympathy and concern towards the sufferings or misfortunes of other people, taking into account the amount of misery that life brings and the fact that no one has ever chosen to be here. We can safely say that compassion is the answer to anyone who partakes in this penitentiary. Moreover, Schopenhauer thought that we owe compassion to our fellow human beings, as it's so essential for our well-being. From compassion flows our willingness to help each other out, our ability to accept another person's imperfections, our inclination to make this collective prison sentence more bearable, because we've chosen to alter the way we see each other, not as enemies, but as, like Schopenhauer called it, fellow sufferers. I quote, "This may perhaps sound strange, but it is in keeping with the facts. It puts others in a right light. And it reminds us of that which is, after all, the most necessary thing in life, the tolerance, patience, regard, and love of neighbor, of which everyone stands in need, and which, therefore, every man owes to his fellow."
So for those of you that were like, low frequency, oh my God, and turned it off, you missed the point. See, even the Bible tells us that, we're supposed to come back home because we're not really home. Every religion talks about, the primordial sin and how we are living that. And, a lot of people don't listen to perspective. Now, that's just so godless. This is just so, It's like, no. You should listen. Because the only reason you turned it off, the only reason you were upset is because you were like, shit, that fucking makes sense. Yeah, it's kind of fucking like that. And that is just a perspective. It's like looking at a vase. You look at it from the top, from the bottom, from the side. But what is the message at the end of this totally pessimistic point of view? That the only way that you cure your suffrage is with compassion and love, and to complete each other and be united. So no matter how you see your outlook in life, you can give up, like he said, and some people end their suffering, right? Or you can pretend that everything's just rosy and it just doesn't exist. Or you can self-pity and loathe in everything you do. But in the end, the only cure is you. If you see the other person with compassion, if you don't get angry for their misdoings, because a lot of us get angry. Like, I'm so pissed at that pediatrician, and it's like, why? She will get hers. I don't want to be her when judgment comes. Then you feel compassion. Damn. Did you just do that to yourself? If we look at it like that, then it's different. Then everything looks different. And you realize that only together can that cycle end. Only together, if you stand up, the masks end. Only together, if you stand up, the vaccines end. Only together, if you stand up, the tyranny ends. And only if you stand up together can you leave the Hotel California. See, it's almost like a paradox, but it's not. It's clear logic. And, people are like thinking, oh yeah, I do want things because I don't have things. But think of all those people that have things. They're the most twisted fucks on the planet, right? They're the ones seeking pain and snuff films, drowning themselves in coke and heroin, having sexcapades every night with someone different because they feel hollow, because they're like, I have everything. There's nothing I need. Mm-hmm. But in fact, they needed not money, riches, and fame. They needed love that they never got because they couldn't love. You see, that's how it works. You can't have it go one way. It's a bilateral road. You give and you share your love amongst each other. That's how you make things work. That is how we move forward, not whatever story you think it is. It's not the way. The way is to understand that we're all at the Hotel California. I'll see you guys tomorrow.